So you just got to be a little bit careful. Will you look at this? You don't see this very often. It's a good old-fashioned line battle. I haven't seen a line battle with shield walls and pikes and ranged units all working together for like since season 3, back when tactics actually mattered. I guess they still happen now and then. That's awesome. Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Walfort Siege. Check it out, man. Today we're going to do a bit of the dirty and we're going to take a few ranged units. Now, this is not always a really good idea. It can make your... let me just adjust that. It can make your team a little bit weak. You really, in almost all situations, melee units are better for your team than ranged units. At any one time, you probably only want no more than 3 ranged units out. Any more than that, and you're crippling your team's ability to push or defend. So, you know, if you're going to do this, I implore you, don't do it very often. It's fun to do now and then. I do enjoy it myself as well. The other thing about it, of course, is that if you're going to play on all ranged units, you are going to get a low score, guaranteed. No matter how many kills you get, because you take very little damage, which is heavily weighted into the scoreboard at the end of the game, you're going to get a low score if you take all ranged units. You might get that kick of going, oh look, I killed 80 or 100 units with my ranged units, but you are going to get a low score and you are not strong for your team. I promise you that. But anyway, it is a lot of fun, so let's give this a crack and let's get on into this battle today. Let's go. Here we are with our beautiful loading animation. So one of the fun things to do with this particular map, one of the critical things to do with this particular map, is to start over on the, what do you call it, the C cap? So I don't know, the forward supply point, not the C cap. C cap's right in the middle of the map. And run back across this bridge here. And you want to try and knock this bridge down as fast as possible. So on Walfort, this is quite critical. Once you've knocked this one down, you can actually knock down the centre part of the wall as well, and it makes it even harder to capture B. Now we're going to put our militia archers there, because they are treb bait, if you've been watching a lot of my videos. I do like this unit because it outperforms most peasant units, and also at the same time, people like to throw trebuchets at archer militia. They also like to dive on them. They often think, oh, well, like if I dive on that unit and I might die doing it, but at least I'll kill the unit of archers, and boom, it's like a 75 leadership unit of white tier archers, right? And of course, as you can see, I've doctrined them up just a little bit. I've got some spear archer doctrines there, so they got them, and so they're not too bad, you know. They can do a few hundred damage a hit, and it's better than sending in like the serfs that die instantly, right? Serfs are unequivocally the worst peasant unit. They're only useful for gathering in the open world. So you don't use serfs in combat. Oh no, you've blown up my machine of doom arrows. It's alright, I have a spare. So any day now someone's going to start launching artillery or trebuchets at my archer militia, and in the meantime we're going to knock down this bridge. Oh, run across, Mr. Pollax. Go, 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 go. Don't muck around. So when this bridge falls down, if you're new to the game, you'll notice that everybody and everything on the bridge dies instantly. There's that trebuchet I was talking about, directed at my my archer militia, and of course that cost me next to nothing. As you can see, we're doing a little bit of damage there. We'll just regroup them and put them here. They do occupy as well, like well done team. They also occupy the time of short bows and long bows. Like a longbow will sit there for a long time, killing your archer militia one at a time, and it's a total waste of their time, but they do it anyway because longbow is so bad. It's terrible as a weapon, and that's about all you can really do with it. So for now though, we need to go and get a decent unit. Watch out for trebuchet shots. It's good advice there from Wolf. We're going to go and get another unit now. I'm thinking probably the Houndsmen. Because we're going to go back up to the A point there and probably fight at fairly short range. The dogs and the arrows of the Houndsmen interfere quite heavily. Let me just grab this. Interfere quite heavily with the enemy. So if you can disturb their formation, it makes it a lot easier for your the rest of your team to sort of demolish the enemy. So given that we're actually a bit of a liability to our team, taking all these ranged units, we better go and do something useful and play a bit dangerous. Houndsmen, of course, are an excellent unit. The number one skill is pretty much the same as any other archer, how you have to be a little bit careful here. Same as any other archer, how you place a circle, except it's not a circle, it's like a charge looking thing. And it sends the dogs out to that location as well as shooting to that location. Number 2 ability on the Houndsman is very, very, very good. Oh wait, sorry, our number 1 ability, that's number 3 ability I've just described to you. The number 1 ability is triple shot. And you tap that and your Houndsman will stop shooting for a little bit and then shoot 3 arrows at once, and it's very good for causing bleeds, because anything hit by 2 of the arrows from the Houndsman will bleed. Especially when you've got them set up on the veterancy I have, that any 2 shots will make people bleed. See if we can get some cheeky shots on these shield maidens. And of course the number 2 ability that I started to describe before having to correct myself there, of course, well, ooh, that was a large bolt throwerness. 1 minute, just concentrating. So, yeah, the number 2 ability is a circle target, and anything in that circle is targeted by the archers. If they get hit by an arrow or a dog, they will be slowed. If they're hit by an arrow and a dog, they are immobilized. So this is a very, very strong unit. It's an archer unit that, until the dogs die, it pretty much can't be caught by melee or cavalry, because you can stop them instantly. That guy really wants me dead. This is a very high value unit. You cannot fight in its range. It's very short range, but any heroes or melee units fighting within its range will very, very quickly be slaughtered. Let's fire a couple of shots here and then we'll run away. Hopefully that will dissuade them from pushing straight away. Of course, when we're on defense, time is of the essence. Oh my goodness, that guy really, really wants me dead. Specifically targeting me. Wonder if he knows me. So yeah. But obviously, they, like any other archer, they don't fight in melee. The dogs fight okay in melee. They sort of phase through things in the same way as an axe raider or something might. Get away, you filthy maul. Noob weapon. But there's no way we're fighting this, so we need to GTFO, if I say so myself. Hopefully we can get out before these Solidars come on in. So because they're at a very short range, these Houndsmen, they're not awesome at shooting other... Oh, I was just about to say they're actually not awesome for shooting other ranged units, but I mean, if they're going to set up a unit of, what are they, Imperial Archers, right within my range, this unit will completely out DPS another ranged unit. The DPS on this unit is incredible. It causes bleed on top of stun, on top of slow, and it's just rapid fire. It's just a brilliant unit. One of the best ranged units in the game because it's so versatile. But I don't see as many around as Shenjis, of course, because Shenjis are, and I'm sorry if you love Shenjis, I love Shenjis too, but Shenjis are a brain dead unit. Any idiot can use Shenjis, okay? If you want to be a little bit tactical, and you want to be a bit shooty at the same time, this is the unit for you. Here we go, here's our 2 ability. See the bleeds ticking over there? Anything hit by the dogs and hit by the arrows will be slowed, meaning that they couldn't get away. If we'd hit that hero with both, he wouldn't have got away either and would have been killed by the Solidars. But alas, wasn't to be. But as you can see, they shoot very, very quickly, and each individual arrow does about 1,000, I guess, except to heavily armoured units, it does maybe 700. But it's a very, very good and very powerful unit, this one. I'm far more scared of this unit than I am of Shenji's. So, we're just chilling. Because we've still got all the dogs alive, we cannot be engaged in melee combat. Anyone who comes down those stairs, I'll pin them in place with the dogs and the archers, and we'll just absolutely shoot the hell out of them. Unless it's shields, if we see shields come down, we'll pull back. But we're very, very safe here at the moment. The only concern I have is looking for muskets. A musket bomb will really ruin your day. So... pull back. Cavalry is a little bit harder. You've got to be very precise, and if you stuff it up, one cavalry model gets through, it will kill 2 or 3 or 4 of your archers, right? So you don't really want to stand in the way of cavalry, even though you do have the ability to interfere with them and kill them. So where to now? We're actually doing pretty well so far, all things considered. Now, the Archer Militia dying early on is neither here nor there. They were target practice for Trebuchet. I wonder if we can sneak around the flank here, and we've got the Modau, so we're pretty safe behind them. Well, we were safe. Oh, there we go. They're going to stick around. And here we go, and we're going to do the number 2 ability in there. Why are my dogs running that way? Dogs, what are you doing? I think my dogs have been into the canine weed, because they're definitely stoned and going in the wrong direction. Oh, I saw those cannonballs too late. I lost a couple of archers, that's alright. Falconoobies, also a brain dead unit, but it is what it is. They are completely legitimate picks. So some units are very easy to use and some are very hard to use. You know, you couldn't compare Falconoobies, the Falconetti gunners, to say Shield Maidens, who are much more complex. You know, any idiot can use Falconooby gunners. You have to be really on the ball to be playing with Shield Maidens. It's just how it is. I'm not knocking people who take the Falconoobies, but that's what I call them, and that's why I call them that. There is reasons to my madness. Okay. Very brave shortsword and a very foolish pike who's not actually helping us achieve anything over the back there. See him on the left? Like, what are they doing to help the team? Absolutely nothing. A waste of time and energy. Oxygen thieves. See that wall that just came down in the middle? It's often better to have that wall get shot down early in the game when you're defending, because it makes the enemy team go the long way up these stairs in the middle here to be able to capture the B point. Alright, we have got some people now pushing on our left, so we might go and have a discussion with them. Friendly cup of tea. I would love to catch a hero with this unit. This unit will delete heroes if they're by themselves. Look at this, I'm just going to reverse out so that the archers are in view and take some pot shots at these Modau. Oh, that's a shame. They moved just at the right time to avoid annihilation. There's some more Modau though. Shoot some delicious, delicious cavalry while we're waiting. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to go danger close with these guys. Oh, the dogs have all run off. That's going to be a problem. It's alright though, we'll just bump all of these guys back to get some free shots at them, then we'll send the guys back to the point here. Do you see how you can fight danger close with this unit? Because it's really quick. It's quite responsive. We'll just bring them back out again. We'll start pumping some shots into them again. And once we start getting too close, we'll send them back. Oh, they didn't respond! No, 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 no! Thanks, game. I'm going to have to say that that one wasn't my fault. Things are getting hairy here. I wonder if I can manage to pull out those Reapers. It might take us a few goes. The game's feeling really sluggish. It might be why my unit didn't respond to the orders. Like, quite hard to control. Very sluggish. I don't know why. Ping's pretty average. Anyway, got things to do. See how we might have to try a few times, because as soon as one of the heroes steps on the point, it resets. But those heroes aren't going to last long. We're able to get the Reapers out and support the team, I think. Oh, free gunners. And maybe free maul as well. There we go. Somebody stole my kill. Call that kill securing, shall we? Free gold tier ranged unit. We're going to get one archer left so they can go, I don't know, do something. Got the kill on the gunner. Nice. Pew, pew, pew. Game's still not responding properly. Yeah, oh, you're kidding me. Alright, we're back. We lost a lot of game time. That's going to heavily impact our score, unfortunately. We weren't there to help defend. We weren't there to do any damage. It is what it is. So I'm going to move through the tents here, because any roving cavalry will have a lot more difficult time sort of attacking us. When we're in the middle of the tents, so that's just a little thing I did there, just to make myself be a little bit safer. I'm really annoyed about that, actually. There was so much potential for extra damage to be able to be done there. But I mean, you know, name a better combination than Disconnect and Conqueror's Blade, man. Oh man, it happens far too much. Far too much. I think I've got a meme for that, actually. I'll post it up if I have. Okay, so again, if you're going to play all ranged units, you have to be a little bit aggressive. So let's go be a little bit aggressive. What we got? Okay. Let's wait till they start pushing and we'll spring into action. Okay. So, when these guys come through this gate, our team's going to jump on them. Then they're going to look for a path of retreat, and we're going to block the path of retreat. That's the plan. Let's see if it works. So, get into position. We have to watch out. There's some Falconoobies up on the walls there somewhere, but that's okay. Oh! Pow! Oh, there's those cannons. Oh, see how I did it up on the wall? They'll fire into the wall. You've got to be careful about that. Wherever you place the final part of the directional shot is... oh, see, I put it on the fence again. Something you've got to be careful of when you're directing fire. We'll try this. This will be better. And here's that retreat we were talking about. The second unit to come through the retreat. And there we go. Start picking them off. See how our kill counters reset after we had to reload into the game? Twice, I might add. You didn't see that, but whatever. Security check failed. Right, and we're going to go over here and we're going to chuck a grenade. Whether or not we hit the grenade is a material. We're in very, very close, being risky. Watch this, actually. Watch this. We'll go behind him. We'll knock him into the guns. And now we'll kill him. Or we'll kill his friend right beside him, one of the two. Then we'll kill him, please. Somebody. Thank you. And after you throw your grenade, you get an increase in like accuracy, damage, fire rate. I think. Can somebody confirm that down in the comments? I can't remember off the top of my head. I could check after the battle, but you won't hear me say it then. We'll direct some fire into here because that will give us a volley. The Wolfie boys. Everyone always says, "Oh, the Wolfie boys, they're so great. They kill heroes." Nah, man. Not a good unit. Not in high tier play. Maybe in lower tiers. Oh, that was so close. You got a dead horse though. And we're going to chuck a grenade out, not because we're actually capable of doing anything, but just in the last 3 seconds, do we get a hit? Oh, what? If I had one more second, I would have killed them all. Never mind, it is what it is, GG. So we get ourselves an S tier, which is quite surprising, given that we played all ranged. You usually get a much lower score than that. We killed heaps of pretty much everything, really. That was all-round good kills, but as you can see, 1.1 million damage and not even 500,000 taken, so that's what's forced us down to the midway through the scoreboard. Shenji's did great, Houndsmen did even better, even though they didn't get the recognition for it. We actually killed 14 archer militias there somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. Oh, that'll be what we were shooting on top of the wall. Somebody's been watching my videos, I think. Anyway, boys and girls, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thank you so much for coming to my channel.